So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're going to get into battle of the as usual. So I got these two foundations to test out. I remember telling you all, well, I didn't tell you all, but I was thinking about it, and I think I did a main chick side chick with both of these in it. So we're putting them to the test today. This is the Born to Glow from NYX. I wear the shade Sienna in this foundation, as well as the what's it called? The Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And then I have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I wear the shade 18G in it. So I figure we'll put them both to the test and see how well they work out. So I have the Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas as my primer. And I'm going to go ahead and start on out, girl. Because I still got one other video to film. Then I have to go buy Adriangameover school supplies. And gotta come back tonight and film some other stuff. I'm hoping my Vitality palette from Unearthly Cosmetics shows up today, so I can go ahead and film that video as well. And y'all have some new content this week, because I'm not planning on filming any content this Saturday. It's Adriangameover's birthday weekend, and mommy's trying not to film anything, so I'm trying to like pre-film a whole bunch of stuff, so that way I don't have anything I have to film. I will say with both of these foundations, the only thing I don't like is you have to randomly squeeze a certain amount out. It doesn't come with like a pump with a predetermined amount, so if anything, I don't like that about both of them. But you know, that's the only real concern I have. Plus, I feel like the what is it? The Danessa Myricks is a little bit what is it? A little bit thicker than this foundation from NYX. So I'm gonna just take this brush from Makeup by Ariel, and we're gonna start off with the Born to Glow side. So I might end up building up both sides, we'll see. But for right now, we just gonna, you know, stick to this. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I moved some stuff around in this room. Adriangameover is having a sleepover, so I had to move it to where his friend's bed in his bed was fit into this room. So I don't know if the camera angle has changed any, or you can see a difference, but I figured I should tell you just in case you did see the difference. That's what's going on now. But I actually have leg space and stuff, so I heard you complaining too much, so I think I'm actually gonna leave the room like this. Plus, if his friend wants to spend the night again, then I don't have to move the stuff around, which is like a huge thing for me. So let me zoom you on in now that we have both parts of the face on. And as you can see, this is what the face looks like with the Born to Glow, and this is just my face bare. So as you can see, it gave a little bit of coverage. I can still see some of the dark spots in here, so I might build up some more after that. But we're gonna put on the Yummy Skin first, and then I decide if I'm gonna put an extra layer on each side. I probably will just in the cheek area, just because y'all know that's where a lot of my dark spots are, so I want to make sure we're covering that. So I just squeeze a random amount out. It's been raining here in Chicago since like 2 a.m. Yeah, this one is a tad, I mean just a tad bit thicker. It's not like by a lot, but it is still thicker, so I felt the need to share, since, you know, consistency is important as well as, you know, how the products wear. So this one is a little bit heavy on the skin, but I'm feeling like that means it'll give a little bit more coverage as well, is what I'm hoping for. But I mean, for $10, if they wear the same, like, just add some more, girl. Just add some more. So I'm gonna use my Hershey's Glam Light sponge to, you know, hook this up. And I'm gonna take my other brush now, and we're gonna kind of buff this in. I'm feeling like I'm going to like this one a whole lot, just because it's going to give more coverage off the back. But I like my Born to Glow as well, so it's not like I had an issue with Born to Glow, and I feel like they do similar things. It's just, I feel like you can clearly see that Born to Glow gave more coverage. I mean, that Yummy Skin gave more coverage off the bat, whereas with the Born to Glow, I feel like it looks a little more natural. I'm gonna have to build it up just a little bit more, but that's fine. For $10, I'll build it up some more. I'll build up some more, no problem. So this is what we look like with Yummy Skin versus Born to Glow. So yeah, I'm gonna put another layer of Born to Glow on. I think because of its thinner consistency, you have to use more. I think I'll just do the whole side again to see if we can build up the coverage as a whole, because having just more coverage on the cheeks and not like everywhere else to me would be kind of weird. So let me just put it all over and see how we build it up that way. So let's take out my piece. I just need the rest of this off my finger. Now we're gonna go back to the brush for this side and pack on some more and see how that goes down. I like the fact that the Danessa Myricks looks a little bit more golden on this side of the face too. But upon putting these 2 layers on, I still feel like I got a good amount of coverage and it looks a little more natural on the skin with the Born to Glow. So it doesn't look as heavy. I feel like with Danessa, because it's a little bit thicker, it looks a little bit heavier. So if you like a lighter looking foundation that's still skin light and gives you that glowy effect, then you might want to go with the Born to Glow as opposed to that. So here's 2 layers of Born to Glow and here's 1 layer of Danessa. As you can see, you still see more coverage on this side, in my personal opinion, than this one, but it's giving a very nice look to the face. Patch down a little bit more there. So I'm hoping you can't tell too big a difference. I'm hoping once I put on my powder, my concealer and stuff, you shouldn't be able to tell that big of a difference. So I'm gonna get into concealer. I'm gonna use my NYX brightening concealer. If y'all don't remember from the video, I wear the shade DG3. I love this concealer because it's mustard, not mustard, but you know, like it's kind of golden undertone to it. But like everybody else said about the flexible tip or whatever, that's like interesting to use because it's so because the hole is so small. I noticed other creators talked about it too. It is really small, so hopefully in the future when they run out of those units, they'll get units that have a bigger hole, because that's my only complaint when it comes to this concealer. But otherwise, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, it has a perfect color and everything. So I'm gonna just use one color brush, sponge for down the middle of the nose. Sorry, I'm just, you know, down the middle of the face we use one sponge. I'm not gonna try to narrow it down when it comes to that. So there we go. Get my sponge and go underneath the eye here. Not sponge, bar. Just lightly patting it. Try not to do too much because we won't take away too much of the coverage. We normally do a second layer because I'm me, but you know, you still want to not have I don't know, I feel like it's giving more coverage on this eye than it is on this eye, but since the foundation is giving more coverage, that could just be what it is. It's not necessarily a concealer. Let's take this one and go into this side to start off. Nice little soft one there, and then we'll put this side. Okay, y'all, so my second layer of concealer, y'all know I do 2. I'm extra. Plus, like I've said before in videos, I do that because I have a lot of dark spots and I have pigmentation on my cheeks. So I still bring it down to like get that coverage and get a little more brightening in those particular areas. But you know, like I said before, I'm not gonna begrudge anyone who doesn't do that anymore. It just does like the cute little 1-2. It's just a human I have, and that's why I do mine the way I do it, and you do that's okay, you do it, so there you go. So I'm gonna do a battle of some other stuff. So I got another NYX product, so I'm gonna use the NYX contour stick in the shade No Limits. This is No Limits, and it's in the shade Strength, the same as I used the powder in. And of course, we're gonna put the NYX on the affordable side, so it's gonna go on this side. This is quite the emollient stick, so I'm bearing that in mind. I'm not going to do it down the nose the way I normally do, just because I have to try to use 2 different brushes and a whole different technique, and I honestly don't do it. So I'm not doing all that. Now I'm going to take the what's Mented face trace contour stick in the shade Ganache. This is the darkest one that they just came out with recently. I think I gave y'all a video on it. We're gonna compare both of them side by side. So as you can see, the colors look pretty similar, but I just want to see how they wear side by side, especially since this one costs so much. I think this is like $58 or $68, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I'm putting that on out now. And as you can see, it looks gorgeous. I'm just bringing up the sides here. Whatever is extra on the brush, I'm going to blend up to the forehead, but I'm not adding the extra product. And as you can see, it's so creamy, so it's like I didn't need to add any extra. I could just blend it up this way and it would look fine. Now we'll take this brush and blend it upwards, like so. There we go. Let's blend out our concealer, y'all, and I'll try to set set the face off camera and come back and set the bronzer maybe, or I might just, you know, let you all see the finished face afterwards. I meant to use the brush on this. I don't know. You just gonna have to use it on this one only this time. Because I sure just went with the sponge without like thinking about patting it in for more coverage. Because I prefer to use the sponge, and then I'll come back with the brush. Okay, y'all, so this is what the face is looking like with all the products. I am going to set my face with the Kosas powder and Velvety and the airbrushed Flawless from Charlotte Tilbury. Be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is what the finished face looks like. I just put on, I combined a couple of highlighters together. So I always combine the Dior, I think it's called Rosewood highlighter. It's supposed to be like a more rose gold highlighter, but I find it to be kind of silver on my skin tone. So I have this pink highlighter from Be Perfect. I actually love their baked highlighters and blushes, and I have on their baked highlighter, I forgot the name of the shade I have on, but I combine it with Rosewood from Dior to get the color you see right there. And then I just put on the pink shade from the Jaclyn Hill Rouge palette. So that's what's going on with the face. My lips are the Mented Cosmetics liquid whip lipstick. I forgot the name of the shade I have on. Let's see. I have it sitting right next to me. The shade is called Airwave. It's just a nice little simple neutral lip. I like these better than the Makeup by Mario ones. I just feel like the texture of them is a little smoother and they don't feel as heavy on the lips as those do, in my personal opinion. So that's what I went with. But this is what we're working with. So I feel like both sides look about the same. The powder I ended up putting underneath my eyes, I grabbed the wrong one, so I have the shade dark, so it doesn't have that lighter shade underneath it that I was hoping for. This is the new dark, not the original. Let me close you up so you can see what I'm talking about. Y'all know I usually like my under eye to be brighter, and I feel like my skin is looking a little too even. So I'm disappointed in that regard, but otherwise, you know, face is looking fine. This is what I'm working with. I gotta go do a battle of the with some eyes now. So I will check in with y'all later on tonight, girl. Okay, girl? Okay. Bye. Okay, y'all, so this is the end of the night. And this is what my face looks like on both sides. Remember, this is the Danessa Myricks side. And this is the Born to Glow side from NYX. So what we looking like. I feel like the Danessa side looks much oilier and heavier on the skin than the Born to Glow side. But both of them are getting really good coverage. And last minute of the time, let me close y'all up so you can look at all my lovely acne. Look at it, isn't it beautiful? No, but I actually have not looked at my face as usual, so I'm seeing it the first time in the viewfinder with you. I don't, hold on, let me go grab a mirror real quick. So I have my makeup in the kitchen that I'm gonna take my pictures for to put on my card, the stuff I'm getting rid of. So I grabbed one of those mirrors real quick. Oh yeah, the Danessa Myricks side is way oilier than this side. This side's much toned down. My nose is always oily. I don't care what I do, it just is a grease bucket. But underneath this area right here, underneath my eye, it's much oilier than on this side. And I did have a mask on, and I feel like it didn't pick up as much of the coverage off of the Danessa Myricks side as it did on the Born to Glow side. But I still feel like both sides look really nice. But if I had to pick one, I think I honestly would go with the Born to Glow, just because the price point is cheaper, and then the you know, the foundation is doesn't look as heavy on the skin, and I know people are going for that your skin but better look, so I feel like they definitely would like this one better than Danessa. You can probably use a little bit lighter of a hand and have less on the Danessa Myricks side, but because I have so much to cover up, I always use a little bit more, but because it's thick, I might not need to use as much. Either way, I like both foundations. I will continue wearing both foundations. It's just if I had to pick between the two foundations, I would say go ahead and get the Born to Glow, because like I said, it's 10 bucks. You can use a coupon at Ulta to get it if they still have your shade. I know they were getting rid of some of the shades, and I know they got rid of the concealer completely, but and along with the glass skin powder. But if you can find your color, or you might be able to go to their website and get your color, it's still a great deal. 10 bucks versus Danessa's, because Danessa's is more. So just go with the Born to Glow side, in my personal opinion. But those are my thoughts. You can let me know what you think down below. If you're interested in what's on my eyes, I have on the, what is that palette? The Pharaoh palette from Mented Cosmetics, and I use like a dual chrome on the lid to go with the look. So that's what's going on the eyes. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.